Hi everyone, it's Miss Owen here at BMS, and today I'm going to show you how to solve proportions. So let's look at example 1. We have two similar figures and we need to figure out what x is. Now keep in mind that there are many ways that you can solve this problem. So I'm going to show you one of the easiest ways to solve it. So first you want to make a fraction of your problem that involves x. So I want to make a fraction with this rectangle because there's an x. So when I make this fraction, I see it as 3 over x. So I'm going to write down that fraction, 3 over x. Now I need to come up with a similar fraction with this one. So since I started with 3 on this rectangle, I must start with its corresponding side, 12, on this rectangle, over 20. Now this is just one of many ways, okay? And then we do what's called cross multiply and divide, trying to get x by itself. So we are going to multiply x times 12 together. X times 12 is 12x. And then we are going to cross multiply 3 times 20. 3 times 20 is 60. And then this becomes a simple equation trying to get x by itself. The opposite of multiplication is division, so we're going to divide both sides by 12 and be left with our answer x equals 5. Okay, so let's look at example 2. So again, I want to start by making a fraction with whichever shape involves x. So my larger shape in this one. So I'm going to make my fraction x over 24. Okay, keep in mind there are many ways you can do this. Okay, so I have my fraction made with x. Now I look, what side corresponds with x? Is it the 9 or the 6? Well, when I look at this, x is the longer side. So over here, 9 is the longer side. So I want to start with 9. So I'm going to put 9 over 6. Okay, then the same thing. You're going to cross multiply and divide. So x times 6 is 6x, and 9 times 24 is 216. Sometimes we can show cross multiplying with arrows like that, or you can circle them and loop them together. Now this becomes a problem here that we're just solving for x. The opposite of multiplication is division, and 216 divided by 6 is 36. Okay, so that's how to solve proportions using similar figures. Now our last example, example 3, is one like this. So let's use the same concept. We're trying to cross multiply and divide. So I'm going to multiply 4 times n first and get 4n, separated with an equal sign. And then I'm going to loop n plus 2 times 7. Well, to show that, we want to write down 7 and then times, using parentheses, n plus 2. Now here's where the distributive property comes in. If you don't quite understand the distributive property, I do have a video, so search distributive property and you'll be able to watch that. Okay, so what I want to do is use the distributive property right here. The 7 is the term that we are distributing. So 7, I'm going to bring down the 4n. 7 has to be multiplied to the n and to the positive 2. So 7 times n is 7n, and 7 times positive 2 is positive 14. Okay, that's the distributive property. You're just multiplying every single term that's inside of the parentheses. Okay, and then this becomes a simple equation. We're just trying to get n by itself. So looking at this problem, I see that I have 4 n's over here, 7 n's, and a number over here. So what I want to do is bring this 7n over to this side. The opposite of positive 7n is minus 7n. Okay? So 7n minus 7n is 0, so those cancel. 4n minus 7n is negative 3n. Bring down the 14. Then the last step is to divide by negative 3. Negative 3 divided by negative 3 is 1, so we just say that it's n. And 14 divided by negative 3 is negative 4.6 repeating. So n equals negative 4.6. So that's just some simple rules of how to solve proportions. I hope you all found this helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.